Oh, that's right. He had to ring his prop bells to get him out there. But yeah, that was the gist of it. We walk into a place with blood on the floor and a huge biker dude with long hair with a bloody hand standing there giving us beer.
Did you ever hear the origins of that
no
blood? Or
no, I didn't think that maybe it was the question to ask at that point. So we had our one beer and left. And
you didn't tell him you got some explaining to do, buddy.
Bro, what the F, bro? What's going on here? So we went to. We looked around for this kid Chris for like 10 minutes and then got in the car and drove back home, basically, was what it was. Well, we drove around looking.
Well, you did take a little dip in the water that was about 50 degrees and you got sick for a week.
I do not remember that at all. I was in the water? Yeah. Don't remember that at all. Don't remember it at all.
And then we had a flat tire and changed it while it was raining.
Oh, my God, that's right. This is, I don't remember this. Gee, I wonder why I don't want to go back to the beach anytime soon. Yeah, and then, like I said, and then drove back home. So at that point, we were going on, like, being up for 20-something hours straight, drinking, smoking pot, God knows doing what else, obviously getting sick from changing a tire in the rain. And as I was going down the West Shore Expressway, I was starting to fall asleep at the wheel, and I literally saw pink giraffes running across the roadway ahead of me. And I believe they were pink giraffes.
Are they still there?
No, there was a big show over by the UA Theater. They couldn't make it.
Those are the craziest birds I have seen.
Honestly. What is a giraffe? James, seriously, what is a giraffe?
What is a giraffe?
What is a giraffe? Is it like a relative of a horse? Is it a relative of like some sort of rat? What exactly is a giraffe? It's this big, giant, weird horse with a giant neck.
That sounds about right.
Hold on. Let me check some of my files.
It's got to be somewhere in the horse family.
They're hideous.
What do I know?
They're the worst. I don't know. One other thing I want to touch base on while we still have you on the phone, one of the driving themes of our night last night as we were driving to Harold's was something that was brought up to me by Keith this week. This week on our message board, which our message board you guys can check out over at bestinshowradio.com if you haven't already. Click on forum, be part of it. That's for us, Best in Show, bestinshowradio.com, exclusively on TPX Radio. We can get us on the hotline, 877-744-6405, or get us on the instant messenger at Best in Show Chris. So as we're driving over to Harold's to get this big, delicious meal, we started working on this thing off the forum. During the week, Keith posted... what do you want me to do? I don't even understand.
I just wanted to put that down.
Okay, I thought you were trying to show me the cable for some reason. I was confused. As we're... during the week on the board... Keith gets a thing going, like, what are the 5 best police songs of all time? And we started posting about it, and I thought it was a really great post and a really great thing. It got a good conversation going. And after the fact, talking to Keith about it, he says to me, hey, by the way, for Sunday's show, come in with your 10 favorite Beatles songs. Of all the 10 best Beatles songs of all time. Yeah. So it's really like an almost impossible task to narrow it down to 10. But as like a lot of things were going through my head, and we were thinking about them and driving, thinking about it for the past couple of days. Brought it up last night to James as we were driving, and it was like one of the overriding themes of the night up until Johnny Law got his hands on us. But it was one of the main topics of the night. So I want to talk about what the 10 best Beatles songs are. I don't know, James, if you ever really had did you ever definitively come up with a 10 for you? We never really wrote yours down. I think.
No. I kind of had, I guess, in the top 20 somewhere, and never really established a firm top 10. I had a few definites.
Yeah, it's ridiculous to try and narrow it down. If this is any other band in the world, songs that we were like,
you might struggle.
These are songs that we were matter-of-factly saying like, nah, no way, get it out of here. If it was done by any other band, it would have been the best song that band ever did. But because it's the Beatles, like the pool to pick from is so ridiculous. Now, what was the drive behind bringing this topic up, or do you want to just concentrate on writing your 10 right now?
You know what? I had it already. It's the same thing. You would think you would think that I would say, all right, well, that's the 10. I forgot when I finally did narrow it down to 10, but didn't bring it. Now I'm trying to remember what didn't make the cut. There was no drive. I was just, actually, there is a drive. I'm sorry.
By the way, I just want to throw a couple things out. Hayes in the chat room has pointed out that a giraffe is related to the deer. A deer. Its closest relative is the okapi. Wow. It's like science class here. And Veal Chop, matter-of-factly, just throwing out there that the best Beatles song ever is She Said, which I disagree with. Strong song, definitely not a top tenner for me.
No, me either.
Okay. But so you like the
That
Beatles?
just made Veal Chop my 6th favorite listener.
Wait, who are the other 5?
Exactly.
Oh man. So do you want to start this off? You want me to start this off? You want to start rattling things off randomly? Like I said,
Well, there was a drive behind this, and
Okay,
I don't know
please.
if I should give it now or if I should explain it. Yeah, why not? Because you're not going to change your list. See, I started wondering if I have 10, of my 10 favorite Beatles songs, did Paul McCartney write any of them? And that was the whole drive behind it. And I started thinking, because I know they all say Lennon and McCartney, but you can kind of tell who wrote which one. An easier way to go is basically who sang it, but because they basically sang their own songs. But there's also, the Beatles songs book, which explains pretty much who wrote each one. So my whole thing behind it was, wait, did Paul McCartney write any of these songs? And, well, I guess we'll see what happens.
if Paul McCartney was in any other band, he'd be the best member of that band. But he happened to be in a band with John Lennon. He happened to be in a band. I won't say George Harrison because as much as I love Harrison, McCartney's more consistent and fantastic with things. I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine. Like I said, there's something too hokey about him too. There's a lot of hokiness, and I tried a lot to stop myself, and I tried to not be the guy that didn't want to pick the obvious ones. But that was the problem. As we were going through the cars, we're driving around. As I'm ruling these things out, it's just like it seems like I was trying to intentionally not pick the songs that are the songs that have to be picked. And it was tough. I was becoming that guy, even though I didn't want to be that guy. So, what do you got?
We want to start at number 10?
Start at number 10.
Baby or a Rich Man?
No. Wrong. It's actually a wrong answer.
Sorry, Veal Chop. I guess we're best friends. Now I understand what it feels like.
Okay, crazy.
Now I understand what it feels to be one of the beautiful people.
Awesome.
What if I tell you the story about that song?
By all means.
John Lennon wrote that song for Brian Epstein to play it during a practice. It was originally called Baby. The original was Baby or a Rich Fag, Baby or a Rich Fag, Baby or a Rich Fag Jew.
Understood. Great story behind it. Does not.
Pickle likes that song.
It's a fantastic story behind it. It does not make the song more enjoyable for me to listen to.
I think the funniest part about it is that he had no
Then
intention.
I just threw your iPod across the room.
Maybe it'll work now. That he had no intention of that actually being a song until they actually liked it so much that they just tweaked around and changed the words a little bit. But I guess when you write a billion great songs, that's David Bowie. I like him too.
Sorry, that's what happens when I plug your iPod back in and hit play.
You want to play the Beatles while we're doing this, or?
That wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Well, do you have that?
The number you dialed is temporarily not in service.
Oh, this is my favorite Beatles song.
Hello? Hello?
Who did you dial?
I don't know.
I hope it wasn't.
I think I just lost James.
James?
Oh, man. Yeah, I lost James. There's no question. We can continue with the show.
Sorry. Yeah. I didn't know if you were trying to get him back or.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to try and get him back.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that you can't talk. Oh, he's calling at the same time.
I actually panicked and thought that my.
Buddy?
Cut off.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened there. All of a sudden, a crazy lady started talking to us about we couldn't complete calls, and it was great. Do you actually have that song on your playlist?
I don't have that song.
Awesome.
What's up?
You play it on your car?
Baby or a
Yeah.
Rich Man?
I gotta have it somewhere, but I'm gonna.
You know what? I don't have any Beatles songs. Move on. Yeah.
Let's see.
That one's called Static.
Yeah, it's good.
What, do you have all the Beatles songs on your...
I don't have all of them, but I have a lot. Yeah, I'll throw my number 10 song on the list.
Hate
So you
it.
actually both did a top 10, not just top 10.
Yeah, you know what? It's
Yeah.
it's the one that I wrote down 10th on my list. Not that it really is number 10 if I rank these, but because Let It Be.
I think I would rank this song not in the top 50.
And originally, I would have kind of agreed with you. There's, it can't be denied. I can't deny this. I can't deny that this is a fantastic song.
Again, in Beatles land, to me, it's not. In comparison to other, songs, I really don't like this song. It's okay.
I guess maybe part of the story behind this is the first song I ever learned on guitar was to play